Okay, so we're diving into something pretty interesting today.
Sounds intriguing already.
Yeah, this YouTube video has been making the rounds called The Secret Technique to Turn Your Dreams into Reality.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
It's from this channel, Quantum Wisdom. And
Right.
I mean, we've all seen these kind of videos before, right?
Oh,
Promising.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, life-altering secrets and all that.
Yeah, the clickbait titles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this one claims to have like a profound technique
Okay.
rooted in ancient wisdom, but also backed by modern science.
Oh, wow. That is quite a claim.
Yeah, so I figured it'd be fun to like dissect it, you know,
Yeah.
see what they're really saying and maybe offer a shortcut for our listeners.
Definitely. I'm always up for cutting through the fluff.
Right. So they talk about like clarifying your desires, aligning your energy with that,
Good.
taking purposeful steps, and like this whole concept of the universe being a mirror.
Interesting.
Yeah. So where should we start? I mean, this idea of the universe as a mirror.
Well, it's kind of like this idea that everything we experience externally is a reflection of our inner world.
Oh, like our thoughts and emotions.
Exactly. So if you're constantly thinking negative thoughts or feeling anxious,
Right.
it's suggesting that you're more likely to attract situations that mirror that negativity.
So it's like the universe is responding to our vibe.
Yes, that's like a feedback loop.
Yeah.
And they talk about the law of attraction too,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
where like attracts, like, so the energy you put out comes back to you.
But then they contrast this with manifestation, right?
So instead of unknowingly sending out these negative signals,
Right.
manifestation is about consciously creating the reality you want.
So it's like taking control instead of being on autopilot.
Exactly. And that leads us to their 5-step secret manifestation technique.
Okay, let's hear it. Step 1 is?
Step 1 is clarify your vision.
Okay, sounds simple enough.
It sounds simple, but they really emphasize getting super specific about what you want.
So not just I want more money, but like a detailed picture.
Exactly. They call it crafting your vision statement.
Oh, okay.
And they suggest you actually write it down in the present tense.
As if it's already happening.
Exactly. Like, I wake up in my dream home filled with energy and gratitude.
Yeah.
I'm doing work I love, surrounded by supportive people. My relationships are fulfilling, and I feel healthy and vibrant.
Wow, that's pretty detailed.
Yeah, the idea is that this level of clarity strengthens the signal you're sending out.
Makes sense. The clearer the vision, the more focused you can be.
Right. It's like a mental GPS guiding your thoughts and actions.
I like that analogy. Okay, so we've got a clear vision. Step 2 is...
Step 2 is embody the feeling.
Okay, this one sounds a little more abstract.
It is. It's about tapping into the emotions associated with already having what you desire.
Oh, so like feeling the joy and gratitude as if it's already yours.
Exactly. They say emotions are the language of the subconscious mind.
Interesting.
When you genuinely feel those positive emotions, you're aligning your energy with your desired outcome.
And they have an exercise for this, right?
Yes, every morning you write down 3 things you're grateful for.
But in the present tense, right?
Exactly, as if you already have them in your life.
Okay, so I could say, I'm so grateful for the amazing career I have, even if I'm still working towards it.
Exactly. You're cultivating that feeling of gratitude now.
And that supposedly amplifies our vibration and helps attract what we want.
That's the idea. It's about shifting your focus to what you already have, which can lead to more positive experiences.
Okay, step 3 sounds pretty deep. It's reprogram your subconscious mind.
Right. This is where our beliefs, habits, and automatic patterns live.
And they're saying if we have limiting beliefs...
Exactly. Those beliefs can sabotage our efforts.
So it's like trying to build a house on a shaky foundation.
Exactly. And they give examples like, I don't deserve abundance, or I always fail.
Yeah, those are pretty common.
And they offer positive affirmations to replace them.
Oh, right. Like instead of I don't deserve abundance, you say, I am worthy of all the abundance life offers.
Exactly. You're directly challenging those negative beliefs.
Yes. And the exercise for this is?
Affirmation repetition. You identify a limiting belief, create a positive affirmation, and repeat it consistently.
Especially before bed, right when the subconscious is more receptive.
That's what they suggest. It's like rewiring your brain for success.
Okay, so we've got the mindset and the emotions. Down step 4 brings in action, right? Take inspired action.
Yes, manifestation isn't just about visualizing. It requires action.
But they make a distinction between any action and inspired action.
Right. Inspired action is about following your intuition. It feels natural and exciting.
So how do we know what inspired action to take?
They recommend asking yourself daily, what's one step I can take towards my vision?
Okay, and then you just act on those intuitive nudges.
Exactly. Trust your gut feeling and take those steps, even if they seem small or unconventional.
So it's about being open to opportunities and following a path that feels right.
Exactly. You're aligning your actions with your desire.
Okay, and the final step is trust and surrender.
This one can be tough for a lot of people. It's about letting go of control.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
It's about trusting that the universe has your back.
So we do our part, and then we have to surrender the outcome.
Exactly. Because clinging too tightly can create resistance.
Oh.
And they have a letting go ritual.
What's that?
You write down your desire, visualize it as fulfilled, and then do something symbolic to release it.
Like burning the paper.
Yeah, or burying it, or placing it somewhere special.
It's like a physical representation of letting go.
Exactly. You're surrendering to the timing and the process.
Okay, so we've got the 5 steps down, but they also talk about the science behind manifestation.
Yes, they try to connect these concepts with actual scientific principles.
Oh, interesting. Like what?
Well, they talk about neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to rewire itself.
Right.
So by repeatedly visualizing and affirming, you're creating new neural pathways.
So we're literally changing our brains.
Exactly. And they mention the reticular activating system, or the RAS.
What's that?
It's like a filter in your brain that decides what information to focus on. So by focusing on your desire, you're training your RAS to notice opportunities related to them.
Like programming your brain to see what you want.
Exactly. And of course, they bring in quantum physics.
Oh, yeah, that's a popular one.
They talk about how everything is energy and our thoughts and intentions can influence that energy.
Okay, so we're not just thinking, we're actually affecting reality.
That's the idea. They're trying to show that these ancient principles are supported by modern science.
Okay. But they also address the challenges, right? Like doubt and fear.
Yes, because let's face it, those are pretty common when you're trying to manifest.
For sure, it's easy to get discouraged.
They say those challenges are actually part of the journey.
Oh,
It's about strengthening your faith and not giving up.
And they have an exercise for this too, right?
Yes, it's called transforming doubt.
How does that work?
You write down all your doubts and fears,
Okay.
and next to each one, you write a counterbelief or a more empowering perspective.
So, like, what if I fail becomes, what if I succeed beyond my wildest dream?
Exactly. You're consciously shifting your focus from limitation to possibility.
I like that. And finally, they talk about living the manifestation lifestyle.
Right, because this isn't just a one-time thing, it's an ongoing process.
So it's about integrating these principles into our daily lives.
Exactly. They emphasize things like daily meditation, gratitude journaling,
Okay.
and surrounding yourself with positive influences.
So it's like creating an environment that supports your manifestations.
Exactly. By making these habits part of your routine, manifestation becomes more natural.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. This whole concept of the universe as a mirror.
Yeah.
5 steps, the science behind it, the challenges, and the lifestyle.
It's really about recognizing the power of our inner world.
Yeah, and taking responsibility for shaping our own reality.
Exactly. So for our listeners out there,
Yeah.
if any of this resonated with you, what's one small step you can take today to align with your desire?
That's a great question to ponder. And I think ultimately what this video is saying is that we have more power than we realize. Absolutely.
To create the life we want, and it's about consciously tapping into that power.
Right. And becoming the person who naturally attracts.
So as you go about your day, think about this.
Okay.
What kind of life do I want to create? What legacy do I want to leave behind?
Powerful questions.
Yeah, and maybe the answers hold the key to your own transformation.
I think so too.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a fascinating one.
Until next time.
See you then.